Good evening and welcome to our Catholic Education Wilcannia-Forbes 2024 Employment Webinar. We're delighted that you can join us this evening to learn more about our diocese and the opportunities that currently exist for teaching and leading in our schools. To begin, I'll introduce myself. I'm Paula Ledger, the Head of Learning and Teaching at Catholic Education Wilcannia-Forbes. And this evening, I'm joined by our recruitment coordinator, Carmen. And together, Carmen and I are looking forward to sharing with you information that may inspire you to investigate, to learn more about, and to apply for a teaching position in our diocese. Tonight, we are bringing the webinar to you from Forbes in New South Wales. And we're here on Wiradjuri land. And so we acknowledge with respect the country, the skies, waterways, spiritual systems of the traditional custodians of the Wiradjuri nation. We pay respect to Aboriginal elders past and present as they hold the knowledge, language and spiritual connections to this country. During our webinar today, we invite you to be inspired in the hope that we can share information with you that might give you some reason or inspiration to join us in our community of schools. We would like to present to you an understanding of Wilcannia-Forbes as a rural and remote Catholic education system, share with you current opportunities and vacancies to teach and lead within our diocese, the amazing employment incentives for the 2024 school year, application process and where you can find the information that you need, and also to answer any of your questions. And so we invite you to use the Q&A feature this evening to ask any questions. We can answer those live at the end of the session today or reach out to you afterwards to answer any particular questions. So let's begin. To start our journey tonight, we hope that we can give you that deeper understanding of our diocese and share with you what a teaching career in our schools across the diocese for you. If you're someone looking for an adventure, a new experience, then this may just be the right opportunity for you. Our context is that we are a Catholic education system of 18 primary schools located across 52% of New South Wales. We have 18 primary schools. We don't have any high schools in our system of schools, and geographically we have 52% of the state. And so you can see on the map there the vastness of the geography of our diocese. And our schools are located in Broken Hill, Bourke, Brewarrina, Wilcannia-Cobar, Nyngan Warren, Trangie, Narromine, Peak Hill, Parks, Trundle, Forbes, Condobolin, Houston and Hay, Deniliquin and Balranald. And you can see down at the bottom of the map here an orange marker indicating Moama. And we're very excited as we plan to open a new school in 2025 in Moama. Our geography across the diocese is quite distinct and beautiful. You can see some of the icons, the Brewarrina fish traps, the dish in Parks, or the sculptures at Broken Hill. And so coming to our diocese presents an opportunity to be immersed in both culture and community and gaining that broader world perspective. Our areas boast stunning natural environments and landscape and offer amazing opportunities for outdoor recreational activities as well. You can see there, agriculture is a significant part of the communities that we live and work and learn in each day. And for our people who are incredibly resilient, for in our rural and remote area, there can be challenges, but predominantly we have our families working in agriculture, industry, service, education, and our communities are very connected and supportive of one another, very much community focused, family focused, with strong connections and incredibly resilient. Our communities across the diocese also offer the opportunity for social interaction and community involvement. And we'll find that our communities are very close-knit. Our teachers, when coming to the towns across our diocese, very quickly build a sense of belonging in those communities and have deeper connections with the staff that they work with, the students, the families, and the broader community. And that sense of connection flows into the support that they receive, not just from their school family, but from that broader community and the towns that they're working in. So coming back to our schools, again, we have 18 Catholic primary schools, and our schools range in size from 22 to 301 students, with a total of 1,695 students across our system of schools. And so while we don't have large numbers, we are, again, vast geographically. What's unique is that we are very intimately connected, however, as a system of schools. And our shared mission is very important to us as we work together. Our teachers often find that they can make a very meaningful impact in their small, rural and remote schools. They get to know their students. They experience creating very tailored learning for their students. They get to know families, the parents well, and really can understand their students' individual needs due to the nature, the small nature of the school and the community. We have a staff across the diocese of over 300 teachers, Aboriginal education officers, school support officers, learning support officers, and our Catholic Education Office staff located here in Forbes, on the edge or the boundary of the diocese. In terms of our story, we are really focused on being communities of faith, learning and transformation, founded upon the person of Jesus Christ. And we are dedicated as a diocesan family to the mission of Jesus and having deep respect for our traditional ancestors. We take seriously providing a quality, equitable education for the children in our schools, despite the distances, the challenges that can occur in our rural and remote settings. And we really cultivate and focus on cultivating deep relationships. For our students, that deep relationship with Christ and deep relationships with each other. As staff, we take also seriously the importance of nurturing those relationships across the diocese. Collaboration and partnerships are key in the work that we do within our schools, working with families, broader communities, stakeholders, and working together to achieve our goals. Working with our Indigenous communities, and culturally responsive in our teaching and pedagogy is critical to the work we do each day. And so for us at Catholic Education Wilcannia-Forbes, it really is about growing young hearts and minds. And you can see the beautiful, amazing faces of some of our students across the diocese who truly bring joy to their school communities every day. If we focus now on the teaching, and the benefits of teaching in a remote and rural Catholic diocese like ours, and in some ways to share with you a little myth busting about the support and the contemporary education approaches that we use within our system of schools. So we really do take seriously that we need to nurture our workforce. We all know that there are many challenges across education currently with building our workforce. And so for us at Catholic Education Wilcannia-Forbes, nurturing our teachers and supporting their development is really important. Currently, within our system of schools, we have a number of positions available, and Carmen will share with us in a little moment more information about the application process and the incentives that apply to a number of the schools. So you can see here, located on the map, the current locations, and listed to the left, the schools where vacancies currently exist, with applications coming up very soon. And also you can see there we have a principal position at our community parish school in Wilcannia. So leading and teaching and learning, and to consider for a moment some of the benefits of teaching in our diocese. So it's important for you to hear and know about evidence-based pedagogies and digital connectivity, the professional learning experiences and opportunities, and the support from our Catholic Education Office. And in terms of leading, opportunities for leadership development and our system coherence. So within Catholic Education Wilcannia-Forbes, even across the vastness of our geography, we share system-wide practices for literacy and numeracy, all informed by the current New South Wales curriculum reform. To be able to provide and promote that equity in learning for our students who do have vulnerability, we need to empower our educators by providing the right information, the right professional learning, and the tools to ultimately result in improved literacy and numeracy outcomes for our students. So it's been very important for us to engage in research, evidence-based pedagogies for literacy and numeracy. Digital technologies are critical in connecting our school communities, both our students and our staff, to both engage in the day-to-day learning through Google for Education, the Google for Education suite, and each of our students has a Chromebook, so we have a one-to-one device policy. That also aligns to our staff approach to connection and the use of technology to connect our teams across the diocese. Just to mention in particular a few supports that are critical and important for you to know about. We have an incredible teacher accreditation program that we're very proud of, supporting graduate teachers and early career teachers and teachers new to the diocese to support them to gain their proficiency. Part of that is the appointment of a school-based mentor. And this accreditation process and support program is something that has given great support and growth to many of our teachers over many years. We also have great resources and programming aligned to the New South Wales curriculum reform, and from 2024 programs for our teachers in English and mathematics. There's also opportunities for professional learning. So our geography doesn't limit, and I'll speak to that in a moment, the opportunities for personal goal setting and personal learning. There's also great opportunities for leadership development. Working in a rural and remote diocese can often present those leadership opportunities at an earlier career stage, and we really nurture and promote that within our system. With regard to professional learning, we need to take a hybrid model approach, both gathering our staff face-to-face, having remote opportunities for virtual learning, and also via our diocesan learning, self-paced learning platform. When we do gather as clusters, you can see there on the map, we go out from our Catholic Education Office to our schools and we'll gather in clusters, maybe 3 or 4 clusters. And a part of that is key work that we do with our middle leaders. So our middle leaders are critical in our schools due to the challenges that we have. And our middle leaders really support and be that system face on the ground in our schools. And we specifically develop our middle leaders knowing that potentially our middle leaders are our future principals. Access to online professional learning. We have our own learning portal where employees can access world-class professional resources and curate their own learning journeys. And we also can use our learning portal, our learning lane, to have collective learning across the diocese as well. Our principal group that are pictured for you are truly a dedicated group of educational leaders. And a focus for our leaders is working in collaboration and really being driven through the power of collective efficacy. Even though, again, that geographical distance is a factor for us, we're really drawn together to support each other and the belief that we can do great things together. I'd like to share with you now a video from some of our graduate teachers in the diocese to share some of their insights.
So the rewards of working in a rural setting, it allows you to instill that change that you can actually see.
First advantage is having a smaller class size, and that allows you to know your kids one-on-one, and you get to know what their strengths and weaknesses are.
I have 13 students in my class and I know where every student is up to.
And teaching in a rural school is like teaching with family. You get to know the kids and the staff and the families really well, and you get to become a part of that community.
You're instantly part of a family of parents, teachers, students, all that are just so appreciative that you're actually here. So you're really seeing that change, you're seeing the difference that you're making.
Country kids to teach, they have some cool characters. They're definitely confident.
They're very charismatic. They all have different backgrounds, so they all have different stories to tell you on Monday, usually a lot of farm stories.
They also can relate a lot of concepts that are taught in school to outside in their daily lives.
We have a wonderful mentor program which the diocese initiates. Each graduate is supplied with a mentor teacher within their school who has released time to work with the teacher, assist with their program, work with behavioural routines and just day-to-day teaching issues that may arise.
The support I get from my mentor and my principal are far greater than what I would expect from a bigger school. My mentor has dropped everything for me, and she's come and taught a maths lesson if I've told her I'm struggling with a concept, or teaching me different teaching methods or resources to use in my lessons if she noticed that I might need some extra ones.
I started as a new grad in the Wilcannia-Forbes diocese 15 years ago. I had a mentor, and now I'm an assistant principal, and I look back and I think that that support was invaluable, and I feel like if you want to go further in your career, then definitely come out to the rural areas.
This is only my second year teaching, and I've loved every moment of it in a rural environment, especially the tough times, because there's always people to support you and help you get through what you need, whether it's a little bit of time to finish something, someone will help you, or whether it's putting a new strategy in place for a child to make sure they succeed. There's always support there and for people there for you to lean on.
What inspired me to become a teacher, I think, was a positive schooling experience, inspirational teachers, and then just wanting to make a difference in children's lives.
My mother always said that education is the key to everything, and to be able to provide students with that key to society is such a powerful career to choose.
I absolutely love my job. I get to come in from a farm every day to go to work, and since people have seen me since I've started this job, they just tell me I look happy. I absolutely love coming here. I love my students. They're like my kids from 9 to 3, and I could not be more appreciative of the support I've been giving to start off my career.
I've been teaching rurally for 5 years now, and I definitely have felt that sense of I'm working to achieve something bigger than myself, and that's definitely something that can pull new graduates towards teaching rurally.
So great to hear from some of our graduates across the diocese. I'm going to hand over to Carmen now to share more information about our incentives for 2024 and the application process. Thanks, Carmen.
Thanks, Paula. Well, you have heard from Paula, and you've also heard from some of our teachers about the wonderful, amazing opportunities that are available to you teaching in our diocese. What I would like to share with you now are some of the generous financial incentives that are on offer to all of the schools in our diocese. These incentives will vary according to the different locations that the schools are in. And you can see that we have categorised some of those locations on the screen now. So you can see that we have one location here, Forbes, Narromine, Parkes, Peak Hill, Deniliquin, Trangie and Warren. Location 2 includes Balranald, Broken Hill, Condobolin, Hay, Hillston, Nyngan and Trundle. And location 3 includes Burke, Brewarrina, Cobar and Wilcannia. The total maximum package for location 1 is valued at $15,000. Then the total maximum package is for location 2 is valued up to $34,000 in the first year with ongoing incentives for up to 5 years. The total maximum package for location 3 is valued up to $48,000, $48,300 in the first year with ongoing incentives for 5 years. Now let's take a closer look at that. If we focus on location 3 that includes Burke, Brewarrina, Cobar and Wilcannia, we can see how that maximum package is broken down. So initially you will receive an upfront payment of $20,000. You'll also be entitled to a removalist allowance of up to $5,000. You'll receive a rental subsidy valued up to $15,000 per year. You'll receive a retention payment after your first year of $5,000, followed in the second year with $6,000. The third year it increases $7,000, and it continues to increase in your fourth and fifth year, right up to $8,000. You will receive a geographical allowance of $3,300 per year, and your long service leave will accrue at twice the applicable rate, and that is valued up to $4,900. You'll see that you will also be entitled to an additional 3 days of Western leave per year. And if you are teaching at Brewarrina or Wilcannia, you'll also be entitled to receive the help debt remission, which is a pretty fantastic government initiative whereby you'll have your help debt completely waived after those 4 years of teaching in our diocese. Looking at our housing that is available now. In the pictures there, you can see some examples of the housing that you will find in some of our locations at Burke, Brewarrina or Wilcannia. These are fully furnished houses, and you'll be provided with assistance from our office in making sure that you are receiving everything you need and a bit of advice leading up to your move there. We also have rental subsidies available in quite a few of our locations, and we provide assistance to help you secure accommodation in these places. So those locations include Balranald, Broken Hill, Condobolin, Hay, Hillston, Nyngan, Trundle and Cobar. To find out about the positions vacant that we have, I'd invite you to visit our website, and you can do that by following the link here to see our careers page. Once you get yourself into our website, you'll see that we have some tabs across the top. Follow those tabs till you find the careers tab, scroll down to positions vacant, click there, and you'll see all of the positions vacant that we have. So we're just clicking on that, and our internet's a little bit slow today. But you'll see that we have all of the positions available here. We have our principal position at the top, followed by all of our available classroom teaching positions there. And you can see that we have quite a few on offer at the moment, lots of wonderful opportunities. You'll see there on the page that there are 2 tabs at the bottom of each teaching position. The blue tab, if we come across now to the Brewarrina position, we click on the blue tab there, that's the flyer tab, and that will take you to our flyer with lots of really helpful information there. So the flyer will give you information about the position. It will also give you some really important contact information for the principal. So you can see that we have the principal's phone contact details there, as well as the email contact as well. So if you are applying for a position, you will apply directly to the principal for that position that you are interested in. So if we are moving back now, we might just pop back to our web page, to our careers page. And underneath the tab that showcased our positions vacant, just under here, you'll also see that we have a tab called Teacher Incentives. I'll show you that now so that you can have a look at each of the different locations that we have. All of our schools there, you can see that they are divided into the three different locations that I spoke about earlier. And you can go to each different location and see exactly what incentives are on offer for every school that we have in our diocese. So you can look at all the specific details there and find out all of the information you need. Now, if you would like to know more information about any of our positions vacant, I would encourage you to contact the principal directly if you are interested in a specific school. Or if it is more of a general inquiry, just asking about positions vacant in general, or maybe you would like to express interest in teaching in our diocese, I'd encourage you to email our recruitment email address, which is recruitment@wf.catholic.edu.au, or you can phone our office on the phone number there that is provided. So you can see on our page that we have lots of different opportunities for positions that might be classroom teaching positions, middle leadership, and senior leadership as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Carmen, for sharing that really important information and the incredible incentives in particular that we have on offer across our schools, all of our schools for the new school year. So to conclude this evening, some key takeaways. We have a diversity of positions available across our diocese currently. We encourage you to be inspired and to consider a career in Wilcannia-Forbes. There's opportunities for everyone from graduates to middle school leaders and school leaders in principalship. Incredible incentives to join our community of schools. We certainly can offer you a supportive employment environment. And there's an opportunity for adventure waiting for you to become a part of our rural and remote communities across the diocese. So as we conclude this evening, you might like to take a moment using the QR code to connect to our social media accounts and follow our schools and also the opportunities for employment that we showcase through our social media accounts also. You can also see there Carmen and I and that recruitment email address that we really encourage you to reach out to if you have any general inquiries. So again, thank you for joining us this evening and please be in contact. We hope that you have learnt more about what we can offer in our diocese and potentially inspired you to take a leap and join us in our schools. So thank you very much and be in touch if you have any questions. Thank you.